We're here with Merab. How do I say the last name? I don't want to kill the last name. How do I say it, Merab?
Merab Dvalishvili.
Dvalshvili, who is one of the best fighters in the world.
Yeah.
This dude right here is a monster. I've been following him ever since, even like before the John Dodson fight. Your first fight in the UFC was amazing. His gas tank is next level. He never gets tired. Merab, what's the secret? How do you get your kind of stamina? Talk to me. I do 20 minutes on the treadmill. I'm like looking at the clock. I'm sweaty. How do I get your kind of gas tank?
It's hard work, training hard with, and I have best training partner, Aljamain Sterling. He makes my cardio good.
Aljamain Sterling he's like the answer, really?
Yes. You know, everything I do life, everything like jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing, kickboxing. I work out, running, swimming, and the girls too.
the lady, I like it. I'm telling you. Okay, it's cardio in the bedroom right here. That's how it is. Cardio in the bedroom. Who would have thought? Dude, your last fight. Bill, you see his last fight against Marlon Moraes?
Yes.
He got hit so hard. I thought it was out. I was crying. I was like, no, my whole family. And somehow he recovered. I don't know. You actually like ran. You ran away. It was the smartest tactic. It was like he chased you. Then he got tired chasing. And then you ran away. You got your wits back. And then you beat the shit out of him in the second round. Like, how did that happen? Talk about that fight. Hello?
Hey man, I was prepared for war, and I was prepared for get hurt, get punched. Marlon Morales, he's dangerous and he has a knockout power. Even
Sorry, guys.
he's so strong. I was prepared, and then when I go in, first.
Bill.
But fighting, before fights, always the referees comes in locker room and they will explain rules again, like because every state has different rules, and then they tell you like when somebody's down, no knees in the head or like something like that, and then I always tell referees, then if I get dropped or knocked down, don't stop early. Let me fight. Let me die. Because sometimes we see that the referees jump in, that they stop fighters early. Sometimes somebody just bouncing, and then the referees they rush.
Difference? You ask them. Do you think that makes a difference for refs that they will let it go longer because you requested it? Do you think that will happen?
Yeah, I always tell because I want to secure it's never because I saw other fight before last fight I never been dropped, never been knocked down, but I see other guys and they get dropped, knocked down, and then the referees jump right away. So I don't want to. I never want that to happen to me because I know this is fight, and somehow, some way, the accident can happen, and you can get a strong punch or kick, and then you may wobble, but we are fighters. We can wrestling, grab, fight, do submission or other things. That's why I tell referee, but the kid Peterson, he's the best. Actually, he don't really need to tell him specific because he's a really professional. He never rush. He let them fighters fight. So but I still tell him, and then yeah.
Well, it worked, man. It worked.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, everybody see it.
And you haven't lost since 2018. Even that Ricky Simon fight, that was a weird fight. You beat Marlon Moraes, you beat Cody Stamen, you beat John Dodson, you beat Gustavo Lopez, Casey Kenny, Brad Katona. I mean, you've beaten a tough roster. These are not easy guys. Are you, I mean, how many fights away you think you are for a title shot?
Gotta be.
The thing is, I'm not chasing title now. My friend Aljamain Sterling, he's champion now, and I believe he will defend his belt against Peter Yan, and he will be champion long as he wants, and he will keep fight to title. He's best. I mean, he's my training partner, my friend, and such a good guy, and I always look up to him. And so like for now, I don't care title. I just want to fight, and I just want to. I still have a couple, like maybe like one more or two more to deserve the title, because now my division is stuck now. Everybody knows about it. Like even Jose Aldo win like this fight, but he still has to go through TJ Dillashaw or somebody else. I was wishing he will fight me, but no, I don't think he's gonna fight me because he was number 5, I was number 6, and now, yeah. So, anyways, I just want a big fights, maybe main event or something, big fights that make sense, and I'm just enjoying. I'm happy what I do, and I love fighting. I was fighting for free, and I can still fight free, but now I'm happy with UFC. I make good money, like, and then like people watch my fights, and good life. You know?
Weren't you calling out Sean O'Malley for a while?
Oh yes, yes. Like since my first win UFC, I was calling him out. Yes, that's only one fight that I was asking for. Like I was asking this fight, please let me fight this guy, but I don't know why not. Maybe he don't want to fight, or I don't know. It's like I never ask for like, give me this fight, give me this fight. Whatever the UFC offer me, I always say yes, and I always will do. But I don't know. I wish him best luck for this fight, and I'm still willing to fight him because even I'm rank 6. He's, I think, I don't know, unranked or top 15. I still want to fight him, and then because I want to fun fights, and I'm sure people will love this fight because they call me grappler. He is the best striker, and of course he's good jiu-jitsu too, and then that would be a fun match. That would be because we are same weight class, and the fights makes me excited because he's winning good fights. You know, he knocks people out, and I wanna challenge myself.
I have a question. Sambo versus jiu-jitsu. What gives? What's better?
Jiu-jitsu all day.
Really?
Yeah.
You were second in the world in Sambo, right?
Yes, but Sambo, it's like more takedowns, it's more wrestling. There is like leg locks there, and then armbars. You cannot in combat Sambo you can choke, but wrestling Sambo no choke. The Sambo is good, but like if we say grappling, like Sambo. Okay, let's say Sambo guy, I can take the guys down, no problem. But the jiu-jitsu is other level. It's like they can grab your arm, and then they can choke you. They can like alligator. They can grab, and like the jiu-jitsu is best. Jiu-jitsu.
Why did you move from Georgia, the country Georgia, to Long Island? Like, how did that happen?
So, I have a dream. I'm living in my dream now, but I have a dream to come UFC fight there. And but I don't accept. I wasn't thinking if this should be this much hard. That was so hard. Like I moved like 9 years ago. I was fighting in Georgia. I have a 10 fights there, and and I was winning fights in Georgia, and it was easy for me. I was going like a fight like crazy. Sorry, I'm going. And then just give me one second. I'm at.
Okay. All right.
Now.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that your training
I think
compound?
that's a UFC PI.
Yes.
Yeah. He's going to the UFC Performance Institute.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. This dude's he's all right. So just so as you know, this guy's a monster. He's only 30 years old. He grew up in Georgia. He's got only 3 knockouts, 10 decision wins. He's got 4 losses, but some of them are a little disputed. The split decision to Frankie Saenz, Ricky Simone. That was a weird. Weren't you like not? Wasn't that fight like you were still awake, but they called it a submission or something, or it was something weird was going on there. And then he's an absolute monster. He was in Long Island, but he moved to Las Vegas. So you moved from Georgia to Long Island. Why? How come?
Yeah. So okay, so once I have a first fight in MMA, I know that I love this sport, and that was for me. I can be successful on this, and I find it myself because I was doing before sambo and judo. This is great sport. Judo is Olympic sport, but there are so many rules, and like you can be yourself. A fighter, you can be yourself. You do whatever you want, fight however you want. Just show yourself. Fight hard, or wrestling, or punching, or enjoy. And then, so yeah. And then I have 10 fights in Georgia. I was winning, and I make decision to come US to go UFC. I was thinking that can be easy because I can fight like my weight class guys and beat some guys and go UFC because I was thinking nobody can stop me. But when I came and I cannot even find the MMA gym because that time I wasn't like social media wasn't this big, and then I wasn't followed this much like UFC fighters, and it wasn't this big, and it was so hard to. I wasn't even know how to use like Google. I know, but I wasn't like today. Like today, I looking for some place. I just Google. That's it. You know where is this, whatever. So it's simple. But that time I wasn't. Okay. Anyways, so and then I was training a local gym, the small gym. They like more fitness gym, and they have like punching bags, and then the coach was boxer, and some girls and ladies and the kids was training there for carrying weights, and I was punching bags like all day, and I wasn't getting better. I was depressed. I said, why I came US? I was training better in Georgia, and then the coach he cannot even find me MMA fights, and I was fighting boxing fights. I'm a wrestler. I take down people down. I'm taking down people down. So and then I'm not a boxer, but
yeah,
I have 4 boxing fights and then 2 kickboxing fights. But then I was missing fight MMA, and then I said, and then the point was I have to start work because I spent all my money, whatever. So and then I started work construction. I was working outside New York, Long Island, and that was so hard and cold. And I said I should focus work and get better, and maybe open my own company, construction company, and make money. Because why I'm wasting time because I'm getting praised in outside, and then I cannot even fight MMA, and then that was so far. I realized how far I was to come UFC fighter. I know that was anyway, and then I was thinking like this, but I was still training, running, and punching bags. I wasn't getting good shape. But I finally find that my team, Sarah Longo team, and once I go the gym, and I realize that I can start a dream again for.
Okay, so let me get straight. So you moved to New York. you find a local gym. You don't know what's going on. You're punching a bag. Some girl's giving you fights, kickboxing fights, and you're a wrestler. You're like, what am I doing? You're working construction. You have no idea what's going on. You finally found Sarah Longo. I don't know how you found it. And all of a sudden it's like, what? And all of a sudden people are like, now when you walk into Sarah Longo, are people like, where the fuck did this guy come from? Who is this guy?
Yeah, that's what exactly. They was calling me Russian guy, and then I said no Russia. We don't like Russia. I'm a Georgian, and then this crazy guy.
So I mean, do you have any money saved at all? How much is your apartment or like?
So my friend was living in Long Island. He was renting house, and he was renting house, and we rent. I was with my friend, and then we rent a room from him, and I was living in a room, and then that time, I don't have a car. I was using to go work. He was working construction, and I was going with him to construction. But to go gym, I was using bicycle. I have bicycle.
So you were literally riding your bike to the gym in Long Island, and it's freezing sometimes in the winter.
Yeah.
I'm from Long Island. It's not like an easy bike ride. And then it was like what, 10 miles, 15 miles?
Like I need at least 30 minutes to get there. So.
30 minutes on the bike, on your little bike to get to the gym with your wrestling shoes and your gi and everything else. Now, is Matt Serra just like, and Ray Longo, are they in heaven when you come in? Because they're like, who is this guy? They must have loved you.
Yeah, they such a good people, and then they was very welcome, and and then even like that time I don't even speak English, and my English was terrible, but Metzera is such a funny, and he always find the communication like language. I don't know, body language, I don't know, somehow, but Ray, once he tried to talk to me, and then I said yes about everything. He's like, thank you. He's like, okay.
Now at this point, are you ranked number 2 in the world in Sambo?
No, I wasn't.
But you already had like 10 fights on you. You had 10 fights.
10 fights, MMA fights, but it wasn't in shared dog or mixed apology or mixed martial arts. Wasn't. I have like a pro fights, but it wasn't official.
They weren't sanctioned fights. You had 10 unsanctioned fights.
Right. It was on YouTube. I delayed after this because I was getting hard fights. I was getting hard time to find the fights because everybody Google my name. They don't see. I don't have like a fights official, but they see videos in YouTube. Like this guy fucking crazy. Like
now the Long Island women. Did you have any luck? Because it's hard to get laid in Long Island without an accent. So you have this. You can't speak English. You're not getting any pussy. Am I right? In Long Island, it must have been.
That was another hard time. I was chasing Georgia. I was going Brooklyn I was taking train. I was going Brooklyn, and in Brooklyn there is big community Georgians, and I speak Georgian. So.
Okay, yeah. Wow, you got to travel pretty far. So you're getting some Georgian. Gotcha. All right, cool. So you're getting some.
Yeah, so I was still taking Georgians. So that was easy for me, and you got
Altamade and Ally Quinta. Those guys were all really nice to you.
Yeah, such a nice guy. And then I finally met them, real fighters. And then I was fighting already UFC. Aljo was like defend his title for CFFC, and he was getting ready for UFC. And I said, this is right place. And I was sparring with other guys, and I was doing good. But one day Ray told me, now you gotta sparring one round with Aljo. Then Aljo already sparring one round with someone. I was supposed to sparring with one, and then third guy was ready. And then I said okay, and then I started sparring. I shoot, try take him down. Once I take him down, Aljo got me choked, and then I tap. Oh fuck! Like I said, maybe it's accident. Okay, I continue sparring again, and then he choked me again, or he submitted a triangle. I'm like, what the fuck? And then in 5 minutes, he tapped me 3 times. Wow. And I'm like, I went depressed again. Yeah, okay. I find a good gym. but this guy, pro guy, yeah, like he submit me like this, and I said I'm not ready. I guess I'm not. I was such a depressed, like I realized that I need so much work. So I mean, whatever. So and then I'm like, whatever. And then, but of course, I started working, and every time I was going with Aljo, I was doing better and better. But of course, but that was like, that's where I realized I was such a far from like, to be this level.
It was
So
a reality check, but I mean, look at where you come. I remember watching your Rufian Stotts fight. You knocked him out in 15 seconds. This is crazy because Rufian Stotts is like one of the best in the world. He's in the Bellator. He's on like a 15-fight winning streak. This is only losses to Merab. You hit him with like a spinning back elbow, right? That was, I mean, what was that move that you did?
yeah, okay. What happened was, yeah, and actually before if you have a time, I will tell you my story quick, and then we can.
I got all the time, dude. Come on, this is you.
Yeah.
I got time for you.
All right. So, okay. So and then and I started, and then the Sarah Longo, they got me they was trying to give me amateur fight, but nobody accept the fight because they see all my videos on YouTube, and they said no, this guy is
He's crazy.
great. Nobody fight in amateur, even tight or nothing. So and then I had to fight pro, and then okay, and then they find somebody. This guy already has the title 4-1 or somebody. Okay, and the pro debut was, I guess, good guy. And then I was fighting crazy again, like I used to fight in Georgia, like just go crazy. And somebody called me. Sorry. Okay. So, and then I was fighting crazy, and then like I dropped him, and then this guy tried to wrestling me, and then we was scrambling. He take me down, I take him down, and he was gets more better jiu-jitsu, and then he controlled me on the ground, and that was like and I lost my pro debut split decision. No, majority decision or something like that. Yeah, and that was very close fight. Like some people think I was thinking I win, but broken nose. I lost my first pro fight, but people love it. I did good, and I learned a lot. And then I said, okay, it's okay. I will continue. And the second fight, I win. And then once I find that I will win second fight, and they call me and like another organization, you want to fight in 3 weeks? I said yes, of course. I was always looking for fight, and I take fight after 3 weeks, and I get air infection. I still fight, make weight, but I wasn't myself, and I lost again with other guy. This guy same thing. He controlled me on the ground, and I said that was like big heartbroken. I said I'm 1-2 now, like, and then if you wanna go UFC, you have to be like, you have to have a good record. You have to win, like, you have to have a good winning streak. And I said, I'm working construction. I'm losing fights, and I said it's okay. And then I take off like 1.5 years. I was still training, but I don't know. I said I was working, but and then I said, okay, maybe I enjoy life and more girls. like this, and then okay, and then but that when I take time off and I wasn't fighting, that's where I realized I love fighting. I miss fighting. I said I don't care if I don't make money, if I lose fights, if I don't go UFC, I will go fucking China, I will go Russia, I will beat everybody. I broke nose, I lost, no problem. I will work construction, make money for travel, and just go fight for free. But then I come back, and then I win 6 straight. Yeah. And then they give me, I win title, and then they give me the fight against Rufian Stotts. And then when I check him, I see this guy 8-0. He feel like such a great guy, good wrestler, good fighter, and that was my chance to go UFC. I know then I was coming to watch this fight, and I've been watching people looking for a fighter, and if you did something successful, if you win against good guy, they will bring you UFC. So I knew that was my chance, and that was my chance to quit my job, which was so hard. Like I was building house, framing, roofing, window, door, foundation, hard work. No inside job. So and then and yeah, I was just prepared. I was just ready for war, and then and yeah, and the first combination I did kick and spinning back fist, and then I know I was ready for war, and then I was gonna fight hard, and then this guy dropped down, and I was so happy.
That was amazing. I mean, that was incredible. And then you got called into the UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How soon after did you get the UFC call? Was it like the next day, the next week?
No, that actually same night. And as soon as I win and knock him out, and he was good guy, and then I was sitting watching us, and I was so happy, and he was shocked. Then I was shocked because then I actually came to him, and he came to him. They was accept to he can beat me, and they can sign him, and he can go UFC.
Oh wow!
But then you lost your first 2 UFC fights.
Yeah, that was.
So you must have been kind of shaky there too, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I go UFC. I was happy, but I was waiting for my UFC fight 6-7 months. They don't give me fight, and I know so I win fight, and then after Dana White and his camera crew came to locker room, they said, "Oh, congratulations, you are a UFC fighter. Welcome, bam, bam, bam." And then I quit my job, but I realized I don't know when I'm gonna fight, and I go again. I started work again, construction, but that time I was working inside, not outside prison, not inside, like doing some work inside. So it was little easy work. So, but okay. And so I win this fight June 2nd, and then my next fight was December 10th. Actually, it's actually anniversary, I think, to my first fight UFC today. No, not today. In these 2 days, 1 day. So, and okay, they gave me fight for December 10th, and I was training hard, and then like the New York, like how cold it is, and then the 1 day after training, I take my t-shirt off, and I have to take some picture for my little sponsor or something. They send me some gloves, and I have to take picture with the gloves or something. And then I don't know, I get cold, and then I get infection, not infection, the virus, some virus. I got COVID after last year, but the virus I have before, nothing compared.
The virus, yeah.
I was dying 1 week to 10 days. I was getting sweat, and I was coughing so bad. But I don't turn fights down. I still cut weight. I still go. And then my first fight, I get so tired, and I still got takedown records, 11 takedowns against 0. And then I lost the decision, but I was tired. But I was thankful to God twice. I come out. I wasn't, because I was so hard. I was dying inside, and then I know I wasn't feeling good. I shouldn't fight, but I still fight. But I know in my head, I know what happened. I don't because I lost because of I was sick. I know because of I wasn't good fighter. But second fight, I was fighting hard against Ricky Simon. I know he's tough, and I have to fight hard, and I was winning the fight. But I was pressure, and then when 1 minute was left, and then he started back up, running back, and I was chasing him, and I said, okay, I'm gonna take him down again and finish on top strong. And I shoot, I lift, and I land my. When I was taken down, we both land to my.
Oh yeah.
And then my like, I don't know, neck, got pinched nerve. I don't know what's the call. I can explain. You guys know.
Yeah.
Oh, and then got pinched nerve, fucked up, and then when I get down, I got a little shocked, and then I'm like, what's going on? I cannot fucking use my arm, and like, what should I do now? Like, I can't. And then I was paused a little bit, and then he grabbed me, he turned me out, and he tried to choke me, and then I'm like, I cannot fight with his hand because my arm is paralyzed.
Right.
Yeah.
And fuck, I try use, but it doesn't work. And then I try to like fight with the hand, neck, something like, and then he still choked me hard, and it's getting tight. And then the referee is watching me in my eyes, and I said, I'm like, with my eyes, I'm fighting. I show him thumbs, this is the least I can do. And I show him thumbs, don't stop me. And then he's looking at me, I'm fine, I'm not going out, and then he's no stop me. And then the Ricky still choke me, and then I realized I have to stop moving my foot because he's gonna stop me. And I shaking my, like, moving legs to like this because I want to show everybody I'm okay, I'm not out. And then one moment I remember I look time again, and then 35 seconds left. I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna give this fight because I was winning. I know they have to go decision. I'm winning this fight, and then I'm not tapping, no way. And then I show again thumbs, and it's finally the warn came that he let me go, and then I try to get up. As soon as he let me go. I tried to get up, and I was almost up, and then the doctors came in, and then the doctors, New York commission, I know those doctors, and then I was respectful, and then they tell me lay down, and I trust them. If I don't know if I was fighting other states,
yeah,
and I'm not gonna let them trust, and I fuck you, I will say like, oh, come on, let me get up, but because I know them, I was respectful, and I say, okay, I trust them, because they let me, they said, lay down. I lay down, and then, of course, after 15 minutes fight, it was, I lay down, I stayed down longer, a little longer, and I tell them, let me get up, I'm good, but they said, no, lay down, and whatever. So I guess the Mark Gada, he was like main referee from outside, and he say, oh, he was in and out.
Oh, no, I remember that fight. I was wondering why you were doing that thing with your leg. I thought maybe that was a way for you to stay awake.
Yes.
That makes...
That was two, and then two, and then one more thing to show, that helped me, actually. I started because of, I want to show everybody I was still alive. I wasn't out. Yeah. I started moving feet because I cannot use my arm, show like whatever fight or...
Our best deals on every iPhone.
Right.
I'm trying to watch this ending right here.
It was crazy. It was the craziest ending. I didn't know what. I thought maybe you wanted to get more cardio in or something. It looked like, I was like, maybe he had to get his steps in.
You never went out. You never went out.
No, he never went out. I didn't realize it was
so frustrating. I would be furious if I were you. That must be, what's more frustrating than someone getting submission when you weren't submitted?
Yeah, that was hard. Like, I was close, like that choke was close, but I never went out. I know if I go sleep, okay, no problem, you win. If I tap, okay, no problem, you win. If referee stop me, I will tell him why you stop me, because I don't tap, I'm not sleeping. That's why he don't stop me. But who was this fucking outside referee, Margada? He say, oh, he was in and out. If referee let me fight, and then go decision, because I'm not sleeping. I'm not going out. Sorry.
I can't. You're the toughest person in the world, because you had
By the way, I'm watching this, and you're not. I'm watching the fight right now. You're not out at all.
Yeah, the commentators were flipping out. I think it was Rogan or somebody.
You're completely moved. I see why you're doing that with your legs. You're knee in his butt. You're like, I'm up.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's all bridge on the water, because you've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've won 7 fights in a row since then.
Man, my heart's. I'm watching this. My heart's breaking. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
You're right. You laid down because I told you. Whatever. You won. You're still champ.
I mean, you've won 7 fights in a row, possibly 8. You're right there. If Aljamain does lose, I don't think he's going to lose, but if he loses, will you avenge your friend's loss and call out Peter Yan?
No, my friend's going to win.
I know he's going to win. I know he's going to win. But let's say he's set up a banana peel or something happens. I think he's going to win too.
Listen.
Yes.
Sorry. So my friend Aljamain Sterling will beat Peter Yan, and if he will be okay to fight again, and if he's still alive and he's not injured or anything, we can fight after. But my friend beat him. You guys will see. And this is
too. Yes.
Soon.
What happens if you have to fight Aljamain? What are you going to do if you guys get paired up against each other?
No, we never. I don't want to fight. Aljo don't want to fight. We are never gonna fight each other. We are friends. I mean, we are best friends, and I love him and I look up him. And I tell you, he choked me 3 times in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that was 20 years ago, though. That was a long time ago, man. That was a long time ago. But all right. Well, listen, Merab, are you coming to the show tonight? The comedy show in Vegas?
It's tonight.
Tonight and tomorrow night and Sunday night, 8 o'clock.
Okay, tonight. So I will try. What time is it?
It's at 8 o'clock at the Strat.
Okay. So maybe can I come with my friend?
Yes, come with anybody you want.
Okay, I will try. I cannot. So okay.
Okay, no problem. Well, listen, thank you for being on the podcast. Have a great upcoming week. You're the best.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you more, man.
All right, God. Bye.
I love that.
How nicest guy ever, right?
Yeah, I just like that level of like work ethic and like. So I decided to work. What's bizarre is like the UFC signs him, and he still has to work construction until his next fight.
Till his first fight.
Well, yeah, till his first. That's. Do they not give you a holding fee?
No.
Whoa, I didn't know that. That's fucking nuts, man.
No. I mean, there are a lot of fighters out there with part-time jobs or even full-time jobs. I mean, Stipe Miocic was the heavyweight champion, was a full-time firefighter.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but it's weird because like you're an actor and you get a development deal with NBC. They give you $100,000 just to sit on your fucking ass.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy.
It's crazy. But I mean, but you're right though. I mean, as far as like that work ethic, you can't. We don't have that work ethic here in America. No. Like people aren't gonna get up on a bike and ride 30 minutes in the snow.
Can you imagine? He came not knowing any English, and he just no friends, just like worked out and did construction. Like I don't even want to go to a new town.
He went to one gym. He was hitting a bag all day, and they were getting him Muay Thai fights and like boxing. He's like, I'm not a boxer. Yeah. I mean, they must have went crazy when he walked into Serra-Longo, though. It must have been like.
I know. I wish. I want to hear a better telling of that story. Like it must have been like the first time he did jiu-jitsu. I'm assuming that's a jiu-jitsu gym primarily, right?
Yeah. It must have been like, who the fuck is this? Who's this guy? Like, where did this guy come from?
He's a black belt in judo too. He's probably throwing people across the room.
Yeah, it shows you how good Aljamain is. Aljamain like tapped him 3 times in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But though, I mean, I would love to see the fight now. I mean, that guy, like, everyone they say his work ethic. His last fight. I mean, he was getting clobbered, and he came back and won. I've never seen a comeback like this before.
Wow,
best comeback I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But Bill, what do you got coming up?
What do I got coming up? Oh, well, the Reno. I'm headlining the Reno Laugh Factory, the 14th, 19th.
Nice.
Next week ish. That's it.
Nice. Well, I'm in Vegas at the Strat if you want to come this week. And then go to AdamHunterComedy.com. I got upcoming shows in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Little Rock, and Des Moines, Iowa, and Cabo, Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. When are we going to do shows together, Adam? Come on.
Whenever you want. Talk to Manny Maldonado. He's booking it in Cabo.
Oh, very cool.
But thank you, Bill. Thank you for everything. And thank you to our guests. And thank you, Britton Hart. And thank you, Merab. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.